Let's see if we can get some people inside here. Let's see if we can get some. Guys, we're gonna get a little stream on last minute things. Let's get Instagram in here. Let's get Insta inside. And we'll get the stream cracking. Let's get the stream cracking. Let's get the stream cracking, guys. Just gonna get Instagram inside. You know that we're banned on Instagram and my name is China, so we're gonna let some people know what we're doing. Let's get Instagram inside. Let's get Insta info. What's going on, guys? Like the video, You know how we do. Let's get it going on. And let's get one more. Guys, I've been out. It's been hot. I'm in ice/shoe. Well, you can see it. I'm in ice/shoe. I've been out working. So allow me, okay? So allow me. Let's get Instagram in. Allow me, I'm gonna go. Your boy's been out working. He's been putting in work, man. So you have to allow me. When your boy's been out in that street putting in that work, you have to allow me. Comment. It was me who made the Genghis Khan. Needs to add the commit a sin clip and don't breathe, please. I see you. Respect, bro. I see you. Let's get Instagram in here. I see you, bro. I see you. I definitely see you, man. Welcome. Shout you out, man. Guys, like the video. Junior says, it was me who made the Genghis Khan comment. All jokes aside, you need to make an intro for all of your YouTube vids, and it needs to add the commit a sin clip and then don't breathe. Don't breathe. Hey, okay, I'm gonna do that. Big you up, bro. Big you up, man. Definitely. Head is still gone from the 2 comments. Yeah, man. That was a lot, man. That was definitely a lot. But it was a lot still. I'm gonna keep it real. That saga's not over, man. That saga's not over. I'm gonna have to do we're gonna have to do a video explaining all of that. So that's not all over. That saga's not all over. It is the saga just keeps on going. I'm kind of like today was an impromptu stream because I've been outside. I've been busy working, so I didn't plan to have a stream, and I didn't have anyone. So if you guys do want to join, if you want to join the stream, you can. You know, it's quite easy. Like seriously, if you wanna join, that's the link to hit the stream. You can join. We have a conversation. I just wanted to have a conversation. We're streaming on YouTube, guys. We're streaming on YouTube. That's what we're doing. We're streaming on YouTube. They're hating on us because some dead thing annoyed me, and I had to tell her about herself, and then she went and reported me. Why do people do that? Why? Listen to me. Why do people trouble me? Okay, I'm minding my own business. I'm always minding my own business, guys. I think you need to look at my content. Go look at the Mandom's Voice and go look at the sit downs with Chai. Go look at some of the conversations I have. Like they trying to make you think that I'm just wilding out all the time, and I'm cool. I'm so chilled. Like, are you alright? I'm one of the most chilled. Listen, like I'm so chilled, and that's why I always say. I said they hate me. They only they don't really hate me. They only pretend to. They only pretend to hate me online, but in real life, they don't hate me, man. They don't hate me. That's just the internet. So I'm saying it's just the internet, but they don't hate me, man. They don't hate me. They don't. That's just the internet. No. What you saying? He must have done some time in the States because you can say to come to man's yard and be in another state, but the UK, I can get to you under a day. It's the code. Yeah, man. Come on, like, bro. It's the thing. People are asking for my home. I'm here, man. Come pay me a visit. I said to a man, oh, what you gonna do? Like really? Like, no, but seriously, really, what are you gonna do? Like, really, what are you gonna do? And the man wasn't gonna do anything. Like, and that's the thing. Like, it's not even I'm so cool. I'm so chilled, man. Like, but you have to ask, like, how can a man ask for your yard and then start talking about calling police? This is what I'm trying to say. So for everyone that was saying, oh, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? Oh, you can't do that to someone that's gonna be calling the feds, man. So I'm saying that's sneaky, like that's dirty part of the game. You can't start causing beef and then start running to the police. That's wild. Like, where did we do that? You get me? That's just no. I don't know where they do that, but where I am, you don't do that. So, and then once I know someone starts talking about police, this is the thing you got to remember. This is the thing you got to remember. Me, look. Forget the internet. Forget the internet. Don't listen to people that will say, "Oh, but you don't do this. You don't do nothing." Just have to understand. I'm not worried about my safety or threats. I can do whatever. It actually takes a lot more. It takes so much more to not put your hands on someone when you can, so easily, so easily. Especially when someone antagonizing it. Yeah, it takes. It takes. I can't lie. It's me and God at that moment. And then when you read comments from people that will say stuff like, "Oh, but yeah, you didn't do nothing," and this and that. These people, first of all, these people are irrelevant. But the fact that people don't even understand the game. I'm a very calculated individual. I'm not stupid. I'm a big man. I'm not a child, right? I'm not just ruled by emotions, okay? And if something really is a problem, you're not gonna see it. You're not even gonna hear about it. That's the truth of it. You know what I mean? That's the truth of it. So for all you people that want to create clips for people, nah, that's not why. I'm not here to create entertainment for you guys for stuff like that. No, not like that. No, 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 no. But that's the internet for you. You know, you guys. The internet will have you clapping and cheering for the person that you shouldn't be clapping and cheering for. That's how the internet is. So I'm saying. Most of the time, I just think, and whenever I read people's comments, I'm like, yeah, you don't know nothing about anything because just how you comment, you don't know anything, man. Seriously, you know, like you have to be calculated, and especially you also have to understand something as well. When you go against someone, you also have to ask yourself, um, uh, what do I have to gain from this interaction? Okay, what do I have to gain? What do I have to actually gain? Now, if there's something for me to gain, bro, money, I can leverage something, some status, we can do it. But when there's nothing to gain, you just say to yourself, why will I even, you know what I mean? It's irrelevant. So I'm saying, you know? Nah, you need to break it down. Man was the legendary. I can't let you breathe. Pause. So did you straight up just get in your whip and whiz down to Berms? No, like, oh, you're taking me off topic, but it's cool. I was gonna do this on that. Yeah, no, no. Um, you know, somebody had been inquiring about my home address and asking people for my home address. You know, these people didn't know where I lived, but they still send me messages and screenshots of this person, and I could see the messages. I've still got the screenshots now. You see me, I'm just receipts and receipts. I just keep everything. And these are screenshots from over a year ago. Like I'm saying, just everything. So, and you know, when 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 I found out, I didn't do anything because I'm not gonna get bothered over the internet. I'm not bothered by those threats. I just waited until I had had an opportunity to go and address them. And when I did, I went down there, and then yeah, I checked in my North Air for it. Um, and I thought that was it. And then when we did the show, somebody wanted to say that they sin was looking for my home, and then at that moment it was made public. So you're either embarrassing me or trying to image me. My hand was forced, and then the story is you saw everything from there, and it's just been. I thought it was put to bed because um, people had said, "Do you remember when I was like, it's over, yeah, it's done. You're not gonna be speaking about me. No, you're not gonna be in comments. No, it's done." And then it was done, wasn't it? So I thought it was, and then the person proceeded to carry on speaking about me, and you know, so yeah. But that's going to be a whole separate stream. That's going to be a whole separate stream. I said to you guys with the cease and desist, I wasn't over. I wasn't over, man. Like I wasn't over. This guy's a weirdo, extreme weirdo. Very weird, stalkerish. I mean, if I was a woman, I'd be worried for my safety. I mean, even as a man, you should be worried for your safety, but no one's gonna do nothing to me. But yeah, extremely weird scenario. But I will be speaking about that on another stream. I shall be dedicating a whole stream to that. So make sure you guys are staying tuned for that, because there's been more to the story. This is what I said. This story just keeps on going. Hey, there's been more to the story. This story just keeps on going. He says biological common sense. He's sleeping around with 5 to 8 women, and he accused his BM of doing the same. What's wrong with asking to get a DNA test? He weren't vexed at you. He clocked he was always. Listen, I mean, what's going on, Carney? I see you. Jump across to YouTube. Everyone's on YouTube. Hit the bio, click the link, hop across to my YouTube. You subscribed anyway, so just hop across to YouTube and jump in the comments over there, please. Thank you. Yeah, look, a lot of people's problems are not with me, man. I don't think, like, your problem is not with me. You could have said, you could have said, yeah, I know they're mine. Like, you didn't have to get mad. I don't know anything. You know what I'm saying? People's problems are not with me. They're not with me, but they are with me, man. Imagine this. How's people still thinking about me a year later? What's going on, man? That's weird. Why am I on your mind so much, man? Seriously, what's going on? It's giving extreme rainbow gang. Why? Like, why are you still thinking about me, bro? It's weird. Why are you so obsessed with me? Boy, I wanna know. Hey. Lying to the feds on me. Hey. Oh my god. Can't you see how much fun this is for me? You guys, this is just fun for me, man. But yeah, man, this is fun for me, man. This is more fun, man. Yeah, man. I hear that. I had to lock in. Good luck with the career, more life. Come on, man. Big you up, man. Yes, yes, yes. Love that, love that, love that. Guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel, turn notification bells. So, look, a lot of men are lazy and they lack ambition. A lot of men are lazy and they lack ambition. That's what I was putting out right now. I thought I'd put that stream out last night. I was like, a lot of men are lazy and they lack ambition. You hear that a lot from women. Well, yeah, I think I hear that a lot. I hear a lot like men are lazy and they lack ambition. What does that mean? What does that mean? Men are lazy and they lack. It means exactly what it says there. A lot of men are lazy and ambition, and it says a man should be working 60 hours a week of paid work, right? 60 hours of paid week. What's 9 to 5 hours? I don't know. Because I don't work 9 to 5. What's that? 37.5 hours a week. What is it? I don't know. But if that is what you're doing, that's not enough. You got to be doing way more than that. If that is what you're doing, you got to be doing more than that.
Oh, sorry, China.
Where's
How you doing, my brother?
Sorry, bro. Man was like, you didn't let me know that. Man was just chilling there. You just like you hopped in. That's the part.
Sorry, my man. Sorry, bro. You know what? Yeah. It's crazy you talk about the 60-hour work week. You know. So first things is, I want to talk about that for a little while. See, the thing is, when you say 60 hours paid work, it should be between 40 to 60 hours paid work, but then 40 hours a week unpaid. So
what do you mean unpaid? I can't do.
No, for someone else. No, not for somebody else.
I come to this country to work for free. What do you mean?
No, not for someone else. But I'm saying, like, you need to do something outside of it. So, like, I speak to you guys quite a bit on this channel, yeah.
Yeah.
And like, I'm gonna be 40 next year, but I'm trying to train my little 20-year-old brother, my 19-year-old brother, and my 20-year-old sister that you guys are gonna do something outside of just paid work, because you got to think of it.
Yeah.
Because if you have one stream of income, think of it this way. Say you're just working, you lose your job, anything can happen. You're then trying to replace that one stream of income. The one thing I want to teach my little brother and sister is to start doing things like sales funnels, start doing things like Etsy. Like, I'm starting up a laser engraving service and a 3D printer service.
Okay.
Because I said to myself, it's great doing all the technical stuff, but you also got to do all the stuff that's outside of it. Because if anything happens to that one source of income and it drops, you got to just replace that one source of income. But if you've got 2 or 3 or 4 different things that you're doing all at the same time, then you're good. Also, I was just going to say about this whole thing about the guy asking for your yard. Is it still that idiot from the Sinners podcast?
Yeah.
Brother, I saw that thing, yeah. You went down there by yourself. I said, listen, I'm here by myself, yeah. The guy talks so much. He's internet brave. He's like, let me just check the security guard is there. Like, yeah, you're there. All right, cool. Let me just say something to China. And even said it on the stream. He goes, oh yeah, you'll be able to mash me. I'm like, bruv, this guy. And then he said the most brazy thing. Yeah, he goes, oh, what did he do? He said something. Oh, come on a podcast. He started talking, and I thought to myself, boy. Even the sinners were like, boy, those are fighting words. And they're like, you man.
Yeah, but why am I gonna touch someone? Pause. That's gonna go to the police, bro. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, that's gonna trick me.
Bro, when you're a man and you send a cease and desist, yeah, a cease and desist isn't like from a man to a man. Like, I can't rate you as a man.
Bro,
if you send next man cease and desist, yeah.
Like, bro, what man? Because you're scared of everyone finding out what I know about you, bro. What we all heard in that room about you. What are you so scared of, bro?
But bro, even the stuff you said, like, I don't know if I'm allowed. Stop me if I'm not allowed to talk about any of this. To say like cut. Just tell me if I can cut. You don't have to say anything. But so from what he got upset by, he said, "Oh, I can mash the next gyal, but I'll also let my gyals mash next man." And you just said, "You better go get your kids checked, because if you let your girl have like a free reign, you don't know if they'll be able to pick me or not." And he gets upset with you. He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna try to find your home address." And you went there, man, like a man by yourself. You're like, "Listen, I'm here by myself. I ain't got no security. I ain't got no next man." That's how we handle things as a man. Like, listen, I'm here by myself. I don't carry no weapons, don't carry nothing. If you got something to say, just say something, bruv. Say something. Because at the end of the day, you're just a little youth, yeah? And it's like you said, one thing I read about what you said. When you hit certain ages, yeah, like I'm 40, I want to try to get married, have kids, and XYZ. Yeah, if you're still talking about, oh, I'm gonna be on road, yeah, look how many girls I can mash. It's like, bruv, you get to a certain age where you don't want to be chatting to girl like that. You want to be going like, you know what, boy, I'm making this business move, I'm making that business move, I'm doing this with my life, I'm doing that with my life. That's like something that I expect my like 20-year-old brother to talk to me about. Like, oh yeah, I went down, I mashed this girl this day, I mashed that girl on that day, I mashed this. Like, that's young guys thing. Like, you can still be in 40 in the streets, talk about you're dealing with gyal and you got to deal with all them headache.
Yeah, like, I think, listen, as men, look, you know what it is? It's like when you say to a man, "Oh, I draw bare gas or get bare girl," I'm like, what is the metric to go by? Like, what is the metric? Because everyone gets girls. Like, so every single man I know gets girls to some metric, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna say, oh, we're gonna go down the road and we're gonna see if you get the most numbers. How old are you? Like, so as men, there's different things that we want. Like, there's different things that we feel should be attained and we should be achieving, we should be doing. So I don't, I like, and also, like I was saying, I'm having a really good career. Lots of amazing things are happening. I'm non-stop. So
Mm.
I have business. I have multiple things I'm doing. I'm not going to come into an arena and trying to entertain people that don't understand my lifestyle and what I do. Like, I'm a business. I sit on tables and I deal with business people, right? Why do they need to see me doing madness on? I already do enough madness online. I don't have to entertain. Do you get me? I'm not a monkey. I'm not out here to entertain in the circus. So I'm saying to you. So that's kind of how I look at things. So for everyone on the internet, it's different for them. I know, but people have to understand. I was ready to do this thing all the way. You know, but I've been on a lot of podcasts. I've had back and forth with a lot of people. I've never had no one try to send us with legal letter because they're scared of everyone finding the truth about them. Like, why are you so scared, man? Like, bro, like,
No,
just live your
but
truth. Live
bro,
your
when you
truth.
hear,
Here's the thing.
when you
Here's the
hear,
thing. Here's
when
the
I hear that,
thing.
bro, when I hear,
No, I said live your truth. Live your truth, man. Live your truth, man.
oh, have I cut out? No, but the thing is, when you're a man, there's certain ways how you have to move, yeah. And if he's asking for people for your yard, and then he sends a cease and desist thing, like when you say, "Oh, I can get bare girl," it's like, yeah, but what are you doing? Are you adding value to that woman's life? Like, I can imagine when you're 20, 21, 20, 25, you know, maybe in your early 30s and whatnot. But when you get to our age, man, it's not about, oh, well, I'm doing this and doing that. Even the biggest
Bro,
player, like one of
I'm
my
gonna be
boys, he's
real.
out.
You need to show me, like, if you want to start. Like, I hear people talking about, they live a life that a lot of people would want to live, and they do things that people. That's cool. But that's a very when you make statements like that, you have to understand that a lot of people might challenge on that statement because a lot of men are doing stuff. And if you say to men, I live a life that most men will want to live, and I've achieved more things that many men will want to achieve, that's fine. You can say that. You're entitled to say that. But if you if you if you say that then and people challenge you, you can't be upset because people are like, okay, cool, like what business you own, so I'm saying to you, like, what like what assets do you have, like, where do you live, what's your like, what have you your the way you present yourself, because that's a lot to put out there. And if you say that, then people might challenge you on that. You know what I'm trying to say to you? And as a man, I don't judge a man by how much girl he can get. It's like, man, what can you? So I'm saying, like, nah.
The thing is, the thing is with people like you and me, I'm gonna invite you because I'm actually starting up a AWS user group in Croydon. I want to try to get the Murky FC. So when it all comes through, I'm gonna like hit you up on Instagram and just say trying to come down. I just want it's just like it's like a meeting where we just talk about people about technology and stuff.
Yeah.
And I want to try to give something back to the community, but it's just something where it's just be. I want to give you I'm going to give you a personal invite. So when we do it, just come down and it'll be great to like see you, and you can meet like my family because my brother does it with me, and like I'm gonna bring like all my family and stuff. It'd be great for you to like meet my family, be like, mum, but all my brothers, like, this is China, this is a great guy. I kind of like see on YouTube. He says quite a lot of good, decent stuff. But I think what happens with the man is at the end of the day, you got to start working on your last name. And the thing is, when you're young and all you do is chase after gyal, if you notice, when they hit 40s, they don't really excel. I think as a man, if you were born and like you come from something, you can get gyal and still make a decent amount of money. So let's say, for instance, you're like Donald Trump, yeah? So Donald Trump's son, let's say he's 19, 20 now, yeah? But his dad's a billionaire president of the United States.
Yeah.
He can be a playboy and he can still make money because his dad's opened doors from already. But if you come from something like where we're trying to build ourselves up, you got to make the choice of whether you want to chase girl or if you want to work on your name. and you can't do both at the same time. Like there's only a certain amount. There's only like you can like obviously you can get yourself like a girlfriend or you can get yourself a wife or something like that. That's not chasing gal. But if all you're doing is going after girl every single day, going after girl, and then what happens is after a while you just see pure, you get bare baby mums, you get all these madness, and then you look at your life and you're just like unsatisfied with your life because you're like, oh, I could have done so much more with my life, but you can't really go into it because then you gotta remember, because once you make a baby mum, that kid is now yours, and even if you're out of the kid's life, the kid's still part of your thoughts. You understand? You still think to
Yeah,
yourself,
listen, go on.
you still look at your life and say to yourself, you know what? Did I do the right thing? What's going on with my kid? Does my kid like me? Does my kid hate me? If it's a guy, is he going to go on the street? If it's a girl, is he going to go on the street? It's like the other day when you were talking to that girl a couple of months ago, and she was like saying, that's how the number runners get the girls and the guys, where they go to the chicken shop, buy the guy some chicken, or they go to the girl, oh, do you want to lift the score? And the girl's like, oh yeah. And you got to think, when you're at that age, 13, 14, 15, 16, you see everyone walk to school and someone's offering you a lift, you're like, oh yeah, you know what? I feel like it makes you feel like you kind of made it. And then they come back to you and say, yeah, you owe us money for it. And you got to think, if you're a man and that happens to your kid, that's what's always on your mind. So like, you can get girls up to a certain thing, but after a while, you need to be like saying to yourself, what am I doing to create a legacy? Because when you say 60 hours a week, I agree with you in the sense of it should be 40, 60 hours paid, but you need to do something outside of working for someone else. So what you're doing right now with your YouTube, where you're trying to create something outside, because at the end of the day, if I don't know whether you work a 9 to 5 or not, but if you do, right, if I work a 9 to 5, I'm working my 9 to 5, and if anything happens, the interest rates might go up. We've got Brexit, we've got COVID, we've got all of these things that happen to us. And if anything happens to my 9 to 5, I can
whenever
then
people
say,
ask me, a lot of the times they're like, what do you do? And I do various things, but the easiest thing to say, I do what it takes. And what it takes is different things on different days. And, that's what I believe. And yes, 40 hours, I say you should be working 60 hours of paid work. Like, so whether or not
I agree with
40 is paid and 20, the other 20 hours are invested. So you're gonna so you're gonna get paid later on, innit? So it's
yeah.
You know what I
Because you
mean?
gotta
But
think
you shouldn't be working your whole day and then coming home and just putting on EastEnders or watching Netflix. You should be studying something, trying to learn the language, trying to do something that you can get yourself ahead. And I think as men, like, because I got multiple things and I do multiple things, so I'm not someone. We live in a world where whenever people ask you what you do, is because people think that you're supposed to do one thing. So it's like, I could tell you one thing I do, but that's not who I am. Like, even the podcast is just one of the things that I do. Like, it might be something that at the moment it's giving me a lot of exposure in certain things, but it's not the only thing I do. So that would be, you'd have to get to know me to understand like all my life and the different things I do. But I'm not. I think most people society's told people that you're supposed to, it's still the old way where you go to work and then I'm saying to you, the family structure and everything like that. But I think for us as men, you have to roll the dice, and especially the older you get, the pandemic should have taught you that nothing stays the same, and if you don't adapt and if you don't evolve, it was like the saying, evolve or become extinct.
But that's something I was gonna say to you as well, because you gotta be looking to change your career at least every 5 to 10 years. You got to change your career. You can't be doing the same thing that you did at the age of 20. No. If you're earning money the same way at the age of 20 as you did at the age of 50, you just wasted 30 years of your life.
Yeah, look, I just think, like I said, innit, like I know how to make money. One of the things that I wanted to learn was because I know how to make money physically. I know how to earn income and all residual. I know how to do certain investments, but I didn't know how to make money like digitally. So
in
the new world, and how do you become? Whenever people say, "How do you become old?" Age isn't something that makes you become old automatically. Age isn't that. What makes you become old is when you're unwilling to learn new things. Your unwillingness to learn new things. Okay, so if you don't, like, you see a lot of the young, obviously the young kids, they're being very successful on YouTube. The streamers, all the young boys, like, Kaisi, now all the types of people, ISO Speed, the people that are doing lots of good things, Adding Ross, all these types of people, right? They've been successful because they're not confined to the old way of thinking. So if you think you know more than a teenager or a young person at 21 in the early 20s, but they are smashing YouTube and they're getting millions, then you're not, like, if you don't think that you can learn something from them, then now you're old because you become your parents. Do you remember when you was younger and you're trying to tell your parents something new, and they're like, they don't want to hear it because they feel like they've seen it all and heard it all before. At the moment where you are not willing to take in new information, that's when you become that's when you become your parents, and that's when you become old. The moment that you're not willing to keep adapting and evolving and trying to learn, and the moment when you think like you know it all, that's when you're officially old and you become your parents.
And the thing you got to think as well is that there's so many new ways in the new era, because there's, sorry, I just got to get my charger. I'm so sorry about this.
So
My iPad's about to die. But it's like you said, like, there's so many different ways of you how to create new ways of income. And you can't just be saying, right, I'm going to make a bit of money. Because I think that what happens with a lot of people is you make a bit of money one way, and then you
yeah,
think, right, I made this money at the age of, let's say, 28. And let's say, for instance, you make 4 grand in 1 month. And you think to yourself, raw, 4 grand in 1 month, that's a lot of money. And you're like, right, I'm just gonna stick with this. And then you don't understand that things change. Like, the stuff that I do now is heavily to do with AI. I don't know if you saw the announcements earlier during the week with OpenAI and Google I/O. I don't know if you saw them.
no,
So now with AI, bro, is so powerful. It's great. So one of the other things I want to start doing now as well is I want to create a language learning app as well.
okay,
So very similar to Duolingo, it's going to be like that, but now they do real-time translation when it comes to talking. So if you were to talk Igbo or Yoruba into chat GPT, it can do an instant translation, like real-time instant translation
okay,
of, of those languages straight back to you. And then you're starting to see more and more like now they can do it with the camera, where it's like saying um the camera can just analyze your whole entire facial structure and say, oh, you look a little bit happy, but you look a little bit sad, and it looks like you're trying to put a smile on. It's very, very powerful. And these things, like, you need to now adapt. So, I always talk about my little brother and my little sister. So I look at them and I say to myself, I need to, like, I literally messaged my mum earlier today. I said, I'm gonna have a sit down with them and say to them, like, guys, I'm turning 40 next year. You guys are 20. If I could speak to myself at the age of 20, here's what I'd say to myself at the age of 20. But you guys are 20. So here's what I want to say to you guys. So you guys don't have to go through the mistakes that I've done. And if you guys
what would you
listen to
say
me,
to, what would you say to yourself at the age of 20?
work on my fitness every single day. So at hours, so spend an hour working out every single day while you're at the age of 20. Um, Work on your finances. So don't be stagnant when it comes to your career or your finances, and make sure that you, every time you get a new bill, so whether it's a new phone bill, whether it's electricity, gas, mortgage, whatnot, try to create another stream of revenue. So create another stream of revenue when you do it. So when I say stream of revenue, so let's say, for instance, like my little brother and sister, I want to get them to do an Etsy store slash eBay slash Etsy store. Let's say they make success, they make 10 grand a month every single month through that Etsy store. What you then do, let's say, for instance, you want to, I don't know, start going on holidays. What I then say to them is, if you guys are making that money, you then can create a course or create a mentorship and start teaching people how you became successful. So then you're just taking what you're doing on a day-to-day basis and then monetizing it further. So that's one other thing I would say. And the other thing I'd say to them as well is keep networking. So you need to go to at least one event a month, every single month, at least one. So you're meeting new people, you're staying within the field, you're learning what people are doing. those are the things. Like I literally sat down and started writing it out. That's why it's so fresh in my memory. Where you can sit down and you start networking with people. Where you know, like I invited you to my to the day that I want to do for people. Where it's the evening where I'm like, right, cool. I want to speak to China because the thing is, I don't know who you know. I don't know who you know, and you don't know who I know. So then, if I start speaking to you, China, I say, right, China, I'm doing a language learning app. You might be like, right, Winston, I got my brethren. He's doing a developing course. He would love to meet with you and like you speak with him. Or I might know an investor and someone that might invest in YouTube channels, and you'd be like, right, cool. Be like, China, if you come down, like this guy during the night, he invests into people with YouTube channels and he can put you on and show you how to do other things. So networking is very, very important. I say to them, if they can do those three things, finances, fitness, and networking, and get those done, very, very disciplined all throughout your 20s, the rest of your life will be quite easy.
Well, I think that's some solid advice for younger people.
Pardon?
I think that's some solid advice for anyone. I think it's solid advice now, to be honest with you.
It's solid advice because the thing is, you got to look at yourself, yeah, and you say to yourself, you know, we're not getting any younger. And like the main thing I want to say to my brother and sister is this: there's going to be no pension when we retire. That's one thing I respect about you, man. Like you doing your podcast and doing your thing.
No, because bro, I'm not trying to sit around for no pension from the government. I'll keep it real,
bro.
But when I get to that age, I'll go back to Africa and chill. I ain't gonna go old in this country. Like
that's what my mom.
I'll just be back and forth like my dad. That's what my dad does. He's here now, but he'll be back in Africa. He just goes and comes to see the family. Like then once we've held him captive for long enough, he's like, right, I'm back off again.
Because you don't blink in the signals, yeah. That's blinking the signals.
I don't blame him. I don't blame him.
China, he's blinking the signals, yeah. He's blinking Morse code. I need to get out of the country for China.
No, but I don't. Why would my dad want to be here when he don't have to be here? When he can be back home in Africa, chilling. He's a chief living, and he's over here, but he's in South Africa at the moment anyway.
The thing with the UK, it's a dying society. You know, people keep thinking that it's gonna be like the old days. It's not like the old days anymore. Bro, do you not see how China?
I wasn't even born here, bro. So
they keep thinking that it's gonna be like the 50s and 60s where people were like a little bit scared of England. It's like, bro, it's not that world.
No, like make your money in it. Like, here's the thing. Make your money, and then there's so many places the quality of life is better, but you have to have made your money first. You can't if you haven't made your money, then a tropical paradise will turn into a living nightmare if you can't afford to live there. You know what I mean? Everything's amazing when you're just there. Thank you for the likes, guys. Don't forget to like the video, guys, please. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Like any place is amazing when you go there for the first time, but nobody wants to spend. Like I'm sure if you go Dubai's amazing when you got money and spending it, but when your money runs out, Dubai is gonna be a ho-ho because you won't able to afford anything. So
it's like my mom wants to emigrate to the Gambia, and like I was seeing the house over there, it's like 40 grand for a 3-bedroom house. It's like, Jesus Christ, mom. And like I never forget, there was this African. Well, she's English. She was in Africa. She's like, listen, when the UK tax your money, you get income tax, you get national insurance, you get VAT, you got the council tax, and the woman just started reading off all, and I think she read it for like 11 different taxes. You got sales tax, you got all the. I said to myself, back foot, the woman's right, like you get all these taxes, and that's the only thing the UK can do now. So it's like Kevin Samuels used to say, winter's coming. Like I think winter's here because did you not see what they're doing with the disability payments? They're now saying to people, if you're disabled, like you guys are taking too much money. I'm like, that's what he was talking about when he said winter's coming. He's like saying, look, we got to pay for Brexit and we got to pay for COVID. Who are we looking at taking too much money? The disabled people. You're like, boy, bruv.
Why disabled people take all the money, man?
No. But what I'm saying is, with the Tories, there's no way for them to make money. There's no money left, and they're like, right, cool. Who can we take the money from? Oh, let's take the money from disabled people. That's how they are nowadays. And it's like you said, you don't want to stay in the UK. You want to go to Africa because the standard of living in Africa is going to be a lot better. Like I think Nigeria is going to be a very middle class. I think was it the fastest growing economies in the UK in the world? Or is it Ivory Coast? I think it's Ivory Coast. Oh, I think it's Nigeria, and I can't remember. It was one other. If I think it might be Nairobi. And the thing is, when it comes to the fastest growing economy, because you got to remember, all these kids over there, they're coded. So it's like India. Like with India, you're either very poor or you're very rich in India. And what they say to everyone is, you got to learn how to code. And that's the mentality that Africa is going to start having very, very soon. Where it's like going to say to people, you're going to have to code if you want to have a living wage. And like I actually employed two Africans, and they're both from Nigeria, and they learned cloud computing, they like handle some of my cloud stuff for me. And you're right. What's going to happen in the UK? Because you got to remember, like now, the mortgage in the UK, the interest rates got up by a little bit, brother. Have you not seen what's happening with everyone their service charge?
What's happened to it?
So you got the flats, you got the leaseholds, so you pay your mortgage, but if you don't own the freehold, you got to pay a leasehold, so you got to pay a service charge. So people are cussing because before the service charge used to be like $4,000 a year. So I think $4,000 a year is like what 300 and something a month, yeah. Now it's gone from $4,000 a year to like $16,000 a year. So now
Okay.
instead of it costing like £400 a month, it's costing you like an extra grand a month, and that's just service charge. So now everyone's like saying we can't afford our flat because the service charge is costing too much money because with all the electricity going up, gas going up, water going up, minimum wage going up, all the materials are going up, everything's going up. Service charge is killing people now, bruv. And I look at that and I say to myself, you know what? China's right about buying property. So the thing that you want to do as well, like I said to my little brother and sister, is you don't want to have all your eggs in one country. You want to be able to
No.
say, right, do what your dad does, which is he probably's got property over in the UK. He's probably got property in Africa. He's probably got property in probably a few other countries that you probably you don't even know about. And so then if he ever wants to leave a country, he can go, right, I've left this country, now I've gone to like England has like done all the lockdowns. I don't say in England. I might go to South Africa where it's a little bit more lax. I might be able to like go out in my yard, or I might go to like a Mozambique, or I might go to even like a Romania, or you might go to like an Australia or New Zealand or whatever country you want to go to, because that's one thing you want to be able to do. So like I want to teach my little brother and sister as well, have businesses, but have businesses in other countries.
Yeah.
So that you got currency in other countries. So let's say, for instance, like you talk about Dubai. Let's say, for instance, I get sick and tired of the UK, and let's say I've got a company in Dubai that's making like $2-3 grand a month. I say, you know what, bun this, go to Dubai, but because I've already got a business over there, and because I'm already making money over there, it's a lot more easier for me to move rather than me having to think, right, for me to go to Dubai, I've got to get myself a new job, and then I got to get a job and then settle in and then do this and do that. And like, it's a lot more of a headache. So you want to try to like spread yourself around. That's one thing that I wish I did when I was young, which was spread myself around. Because when I was their age, 20, I remember when eBay was a new hot thing. I was one of the first ever people on eBay. I was one of the first ever people. That's the one. My one regret was I didn't take the internet. I didn't know how to. I knew that I could monetize the internet, but I just didn't know how to monetize the internet. And if I knew how to monetize the internet back in the day, I would have been so happy with myself. That's my one regret that I had in my life, which was I wish I spent more time doing the internet. So that's one of the things I want to say to these youngsters, which is make sure that it's like you said, when you see I Show Speed, you see all these young bucks now, man, they're making money.
They are not. Listen, like young bucks, but I think the whole see content creation, okay? Because since I've been involved and I've been involved in doing my thing and all opportunities and but it's like the iceberg thing. People don't see all the work that it goes into doing. Like, I'm extremely tired today. I've been running up and down, handling the retailers today, handling my business and stuff. And I'm tired. I'm shattered. I'm actually exhausted. I wanted to stream last night, but I was so busy doing what I was doing, I didn't get a chance. And then I wanted to stream tonight, but I am tired. And I didn't plan the stream because I didn't know what time I was going to get back, so I couldn't schedule it. So I just popped in just to be like, and have a conversation. And I just wanted to have a conversation about putting in work. And I think a lot of men, especially to the young men, is like, one of the things you have to understand is that as a man, you're gonna probably die on your feet, and that's okay. But the thing is, most men, they go to work 9 to 5 or 12-hour shifts or whatever it is that you have to do. A lot of people don't do jobs that they want to do. Most people don't do jobs that they want to do. They just do jobs to put roof over their head and put food on the table, which is very respectable. Doesn't you know what I mean? You all got to do what you got to do to feed your family and feed yourself. But a lot of times society is not clapping for the average man, but they go to work. They deal with whatever they got to do with work. Work is just like school. There's bullies, there's snakes, you know what I mean? There's all these little cliques. So they have to go and do all that stuff. And no one claps for them, but at the end of it, each man is supposed to have their own little castle. Every man should have his own castle, which is your home. Every man should have his own castle. And then he's supposed to have his queen. Every man should have his own queen at home. And then that queen is supposed to clap for it. And then every man should have his own, his own subjects and his own people. Those be your kids, whatever. And then they're gonna worship you in the sense of you're the father. And then every man should supposed to have that little bit in it. Like every man is supposed to have that. And in order to have these things, like you have to go out and you have to go put in work. And you don't you don't have to you don't have to feel like, oh, because look, being a man is a selfless existence. That's really what it is. So you don't have to do it to get clap and for people to tell you, oh my God, you're doing so well. No, you do it because you're supposed to do it and you're a man. Like, you don't get any brownie point. Well, listen, I will always respect people for obviously having a roof and doing certain things, like because it takes it. But at the same time, you're supposed to do that. You're supposed to be able to feed yourself and house yourself and look after yourself. Like if you can't even look after yourself, then you become a bane on society and other people. But everyone should be able to look after themselves, and you're not just supposed to be doing the minimum. Because if you do the minimum working hours, or if you do the average work, then you're going to be minimum or average. But if you go above the average hours, then all of a sudden now you're becoming above average because everyone else does that. So if you do a little bit more, it stands to reason that you're going to have a little bit more than them.
And the thing I want to use a little bit of an analogy, and you'll probably understand it. So you got to think of working like you got a garden, yeah. And let's say every time you work, you're planting down seeds and you're like watering it and you're doing all the right things. But every time you want to take out the garden, so let's say if you want to take out your money, your resources, you're obviously taking out your fruit and you're eating your fruit. What you want to be able to do I agree when you say the 60-hour work weeks, what you want to be able to do is be able to work, but you want to have, let's say those 20 hours that you got your 40 hours that are just paying all your bills and like having your costs on XYZ. But those 20 hours that are outside those regular 40 you're working, you want to have your garden, you want to put the seeds to one side, you want to water it, and you want to leave it for a later date. So you might come back to it in 10 years, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, and you're like, right, cool. Now all these fruits have bloomed, and I can now take the fruits because you got to remember, when we get older, our bodies don't work the same. Like my mum, it was her 60th last month, and she had a gallbladder out. Gallbladder out, like she looked a little bit ill. But great thing about my mum is she always maintained her fitness. So my mum was always in really, really good shape. She always did yoga. She always kept herself in a pristine condition, like as good as she can. So now at the age of 60, where she planted those fruits when she was doing her fitness when she was younger, she can now be like, right, I can now take that fruit from when I was doing my yoga in my 30s, 40s, 50s. Now that I'm hitting my 60s, I'm not as, I can now do better things than, let's say, for instance, you're a chain smoker. If you smoke 50 cigarettes a day, every single day, when you turn 60, we all know what your health looks like. You understand? Like my mom didn't smoke. And then that's what happens to a lot of people. So one thing I'd say to you is, when they say a lot of men are lazy and lack ambition, the thing that happens with us is that average is a failing formula. Like one thing that one of my gurus, Grant Cardone, says, average is a failing formula. You can't just keep being average and just thinking, even if you do above average, like I saw this thing on the podcast where this girl goes, oh, if a woman starts earning good money, she won't be able to submit it to a man that makes less money than her. But I'm like, even if the guy makes a bit more, she still won't submit. So let's say, for instance, I make 50K and the girl I'm seeing makes 35K. I don't make that much more than her that she's going to be like, there's the life that I can provide to her isn't significantly different from the life that she can provide for herself.
For a lot of women, submission is directly attained to by what you can offer. So in order for her to fully submit, that's why listen, if most of the time women will allow cheating if you can provide them a lifestyle that, because then they'll say, well, every man cheats, so they'll start to make excuses for things, because when you create them a lifestyle, and they'll turn a blind eye to things because they'll look at it, well, I'm getting all of this if I go elsewhere, you know what I mean? So
and
women will turn a blind eye for the guys that provide a lifestyle that they deem fit, you know.
And you gotta remember, women aren't stupid. They know that they're onto a winner. Yeah, it's like the whole David Beckham, Rebecca Lewis thing, where they're like, "Oh, but David Beckham, he didn't really cheat with Rebecca Lewis." We all know he smashed her, man. Come on, man.
No,
but you gotta remember,
hey, Beckham was. Do you know how I know Beckham beat that thing? Because they didn't sue her. Like,
oh
you know,
yeah.
You know, you can't say anything about that family, because if you do, their lawyers are gonna sue your ass. Yeah. The fact that she was able to go into Sky and get interviewed and go into that, remember that program, The Farm on Channel 5? She did all of that stuff.
Yeah.
The fact she was able to do all of that without any repercussions let me know everything she said was true, because Victoria would have cooked her up, boy. She would have cooked her up for all of that. But the fact that she got away with it, it just lets me know everything that you know what I mean? So.
And you got to remember that Victoria saw the potential in David, yeah? So you got to remember, David Beckham, when you go with Victoria, he was the big superstar at Man United, but now you look at where he is 20 years later, he now owns Inter Miami. Who plays for Inter Miami, China? You know who plays for it. Who plays for Inter Miami?
No, she definitely did a lot for Beckham's career. And you know, like when you watch the the documentary on Netflix, you see what's going on. But at the same time, she was also fucking up his career at the time.
Yeah,
you know
because you got to remember,
it's you know, but they've been together for so long, and you know they've had.
But she's smart. She's smart. She understands. She understands that he's got a lot of potential. She won't be able to replace him as a man. So you got to remember, and Beckham's not a dork. You got to think when they talk about all the billionaires. So I've got a theory. When people say, "Oh, but why did billionaires get divorced?" My theory is this: if you're with a billionaire, so let's say, for instance, you're with Jeff Bezos, or you're with Bill Gates, or you're with well, the other guys that got divorced when he's the billionaire, they don't lead normal lives. Like if a woman was to date me or you, we would lead similar lives in the sense of, you know, our net worth would be. I'm not saying that I don't know how much money you make. You don't know how much money I make. But what I'm saying is our net worth might be similar. Well, if you're dealing with a billionaire, you got to remember she probably got security all around her.
Don't worry, I'm a millionaire. Don't worry about that, man. It's fine.
But what I'm saying is, when you deal with these billionaires, you got to remember these guys. They're not like a regular guy. You got to remember these guys are worth. They run $1 trillion companies. So the things that go through their head, the meetings that they have, the people that they deal with. You know, you got heads of states, heads of country, and I think what happened with Jeff Bezos' wife is that a lot of people are going to her like, oh yeah, Amazon's taking all this money, because I don't know if you see her philanthropy stuff. She's giving away all her money, so she signed up to this thing where
yeah, look, listen, she's giving away her money. She hasn't made no more money since she broke. He made even more money. He's more successful. And she's been in relationships that have failed, and she keeps giving it away. When you give a woman money, she's like women. Like she became a billionaire after divorce. Crazy. Men never come up after divorce. Only women. There's never been no men that become billionaires after divorce, but they are women, though. So,
but because she gave this, it was like a black-owned thing to help people code, and like she gave them like a £30 million donation. Like, so what her thing is, I think what happened was you have a lot of people that were guilting the woman, the billionaire wives, because you got to remember that they drive people out of business. You got to remember with Amazon, they're driving people out of business, and you get a lot of people that are going to. You got to remember, if it's me or you, who can go to you, China, and say to you, this is what you got to do with your money. You're a man, I'm a man.
You can't say that.
You know that as a man, if I came to you and said, China, oh yeah, you did this and you made this amount of money, you're not going to give two monkeys because you're like, listen, I had to do all this work, blah, blah, blah. While they will go to the women because the women are obviously a little bit more caring. So the woman goes to be like, oh, yeah, he kind of drove this business out, he drove our business out the thing, and then the guy kind of took his life and blah, blah.
Yeah.
And that's why, and that's in my head, that I think that's why she wants to give away all the money because she's worth, and this one thing that Grant Cardone said, he goes, when you're wealthy enough, you can't mess up the money. Like, there's no way you can mess up the money. Like, you can't spend that money. So I think she was worth 28 billion, and then she gave 12 away, and now she's worth like 60 billion. So the more that Amazon stock increases, the more her net worth increases as well, because that's what she got in the divorce.
Okay.
So that's why she's trying to give away all the money, because she's like, listen,
I'll get more anyway.
Yeah, because she can't mess up her situation. If she, remember, bro, she's trying her best to give away the money. You can't give away the money. It's not like when they say, oh, you're giving it away to charity. That's what she's doing. She just can't give away the money like that, bro. It's too hard. Like, she's got teams of people going to every charity across the world saying, take this cash, and she just can't get rid of the cash. And that's what happens when you become wealthy. And so one thing I'd say to you as well is that I think you should say to people, work 40 hours, work 60 hours, but make sure you set aside at least 20 hours a week, every week, to further your goal that you don't want to take out of that investment for a good 5-10 years. Because if you can make people wait 5 years, 10 years before they take out that investment, so you might want to learn a skill. Like I did cloud computing. It took me 3 years for me to get the investment of cloud computing out.
Okay.
But I didn't make any money taking that out of cloud computing. So that's one thing I'd say to people, which is put an investment into a skill that you know that long term, it doesn't have to be making you profit, but you know long term that the profit will come. Like it might take a year, it might take 3 years, it might take 5 years, it might take 10 years. But what you got to do as a man, because you got to think the bills are just going up, 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 up. Like, bro, have you not seen the gas bills? Brother, I never in my life had to see like ration the gas. It's like now when I cook food, I get scared every time I cook food, bruv. Every
What
time.
are you get scared for?
No, what I mean, not scared, but what I'm saying is the way the gas bill went from like $750 a month to $3,000 a month, yeah. So it quadrupled like overnight for the exact same product, and then every time you want to put money into the gas, it goes. Like, brother, I'm telling you, I put the money into the gas, yeah, and it just goes. So that's what I'm saying to people. Like, you got to think, man. There's gonna be no. I'm gonna just tell everyone right now. In 20 years' time, there's gonna be no NHS. There's gonna be no pensions. There'll be no pensions. Yeah.
What else? What else? You're bringing doom and gloom. What else is there gonna be none? Tell me.
So there's gonna be no pensions. There's you might see the end of the office. If you don't upskill and understand AI, you're gonna be left behind, bruv. To say AI is powerful, like you need to. I think the 9 to 5 will also die because you got to think these 20-year, 30-year, 40, 50-year careers. It's not like that anymore. It's not like that anymore. Not like that anymore. You know that. I know that. So you got to be continually reinventing yourself. And I think the days of like the man just being the breadwinner, you clock on at 9 o'clock, clock off at 5 o'clock, take an hour to get back home. You're tired, 9 to 5, Monday to Friday, Friday, go out to the pub and do those things. If you do that, bro, you're just setting yourself up for the failure, because that's not going to be running like in 10, 20 years time. And then when you hit 60, you're going to be talking about, oh, well, I want to try to retire. I saw this article years ago.
I'm not going. I'm going Africa. I'm going to take me and my wife. Well, I'll go Africa. If my wife wants to stay here with the kids, I'll go back and forth, because she might not want to go back all the time. But I'm telling you, listen, I'm going back to Africa. I'll see you. I will keep coming back.
No, but it makes sense.
My dad does. He's very happy.
So you got to make sure that you got. So I'll say as well, try to get a dual passport, because I reckon, like you said, you weren't born here, so you probably got a dual passport. Because one thing as well, you don't want the tax.
That dual nationality.
That's one thing that's one thing I'm looking at now, because mate, the thing is now, you got to look at things like it's like you said. what your dad, because you're looking at your dad, you're saying to your dad, when you're probably like a teenager or like preteen, like your dad, like, why are you coming from UK to Africa and then Africa to the UK? And now that we're older, you go, that makes sense. Like, the guy, I'm not gonna say his name because I don't want to see if you get demonetized, but you know the guy that's in Romania that's on those charges.
Yeah, don't say his name.
I'm not gonna say his name.
Yeah,
He's
I know
on
you're
those
talking about.
charges. He said that he's got loads of different passports. So he said he's got like 26, 27, 28 different passports. Yeah.
Sounds like a spy.
So then you gotta
James
think.
Bond.
You gotta think if he's got all those different passports. The reason is that's why they won't let my G go from Romania to any other country, because they know that he's got another passport and he's already done all his research. So he knows if I go to Thailand, they won't have extradition to Romania. Or if you go to China, they won't have extradition to whatever country. And then that makes sense to me. So that's another thing that I looked at and I said to myself, raw, why do these guys there's one guy that I started listening to, his name's Nomad Capitalist. And what that guy does, he starts talking about, here's the best places for you to like be as tax efficient as possible. So instead of being in the UK where you got like a 45 top rate tax rate, or like, if you're in a business, it's charged at 20-30%. Here's a place that would charge you like 2 or 3%. Like Dubai recently only started adding an 8% tax rate. Before it was 0%. But now you start to look at the life, you start saying to yourself, you know what? My dad, I understand why my dad kept going from Africa to the UK, and your dad will probably, I remember you said your dad was a diplomat.
Yeah.
So you said to yourself, why is my dad doing this? And then as you got older, you said to yourself, you look at other people that in the UK, you're like, you guys are stuck here with a mortgage. And you say to your dad,
my dad got houses, built me houses left, right, and centre in Africa. I got houses all over the place. So that's why I'm not worried. Like, why would I retire here when I just go back to my house in Africa with my palace? I will do that.
And that makes a lot of sense, because with Africa, depending on the area, you could make, in the UK now, even for the rough areas, for like a standard 3-bedroom house, you're probably looking at about 400, 500K. Like in Africa, you can get the same thing for like 10% of the price. And you got to think that the rate of living in Africa is not as bad as people think it is. That they think Africa is like a monolith. But when you get to the African middle class, that's as simple. I'd say the African middle class is probably about on the cusp of working class to middle class over here.
Well, we live in the top 1% in Africa.
I mean, I know you do. Like from the sounds of it, your dad's a diplomat, so your dad made smart moves when he was younger. But that's one thing that we got to start teaching.
My dad's a professor. My dad has 2 PhDs.
Oh, he's a professor.
Yeah. He's a
well
doctor
done.
and a professor. He's a doctor and a professor. So he's got a doctorate and he's got a professor. Yeah, my mom's got a PhD. My dad has 2.
I'm a PhD.
I'm a PhD.
But yeah, man. I mean, that's the type of thing. So I would say to you, in regards to your message, when they say a lot of men are lazy and lack ambition, I think the thing with men nowadays is that it's like the world that we're in is so doom and gloom. Like before, you could just get a mortgage, have a nice thing, meet a nice girl, do these things. But now it's like, if you want to get a mortgage, you're worried about, is this company going to be in business in the next 3 years? How many companies, let's say things like us get a 25-year mortgage.
Get your money up and let's get money up, buy it cash, no mortgage. Let's keep it moving. So I'm saying,
that's what you're saying.
Get it out of the way. I ain't got time, no time for no 20-year, 25-year commitment. Your boy's outside right now. We don't need to be doing that, man. But yeah, man. Bro, thank you for pulling in.
One love.
Giving us your side, and yeah, bro, appreciate that, man. You get me. Keep working hard. Shout out to my guy Winston for pulling in. He was giving a little bit. Like I said, a lot of you man are lazy and lack ambition. It's not my fault. A lot of women say the men today are not. What? Why have a man if I could? I could do all bad. I could do all bad by myself. That's what they say. I can be bad by myself. I didn't say that. That's what they said. Some of you might need to get on the grind. 40 hours is 40 hours is average. If you're doing 40 hours as a man, You are being average. You're just being average. You know what I mean? If you're doing 40 hours a week, you're being average. And do I look like I'm an average type of guy? No, I'm not on this average thing. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. Nah, B. Nah, B. I'm not on the average thing, B. That can never be me. Nah. Nah. Not average thing. But yeah, like, so I'm saying, like, us as men, we have a responsibility that we have to make it work. We have to make it work. This is not about saying that your woman's not allowed to have a career or do certain things. No, this ain't about this. Not no, get me. That's what I'm saying. Um, this ain't. Mm. Guys, how do I look? Do I look like I'm tired? Do I look like I'm tired? Because I feel tired. I do. But this is not about saying that. This is not about saying that. Like, this is not. This is not about saying. I'm just saying, man. Then we have to put in that work, man. You have a responsibility. Like, if your missus wants to sit at home and look after the kids, you need to make it work. You need to create something that I don't know, bro. You go get another job, create a business. I don't know, but you got to make it work. If she has your kids and you have to make it work. You have to. Right. You don't need to have but you don't need to have a brand new car, bro. But she does, though. She does. You don't need to. You might want to, but she needs to. She has your child, 100%. How are you gonna have your missus carrying your kids and she's not? Do you want them breaking down? No, my guy. You need to make sure she's got that fresh. You know, she don't have to worry about nothing. It's just have that fresh lease. They can just swap it. That's it. Some of you man got your baby mamas catching a bus. You know, on the bus there's only one space for the pram, or maybe two. No, I think there's one. Like, and what happens when two women come on with a baby on there? Who wins? It's a battle. It's a battle of the baby mamas. Oh my god, it's a battle of the baby mamas on the W3. Mad thing. Crazy. You know what I mean? Nah, B. That's what I'm saying. It's the battle of the baby mamas. You're gonna have them on there. You get me? No, my kid, that my kid. Whose kid? How do you win? So would you seriously? Where does like when there's a pram already on there and a woman gets on the pram, who wins? How does it work? Someone explain it to me. You know what I mean? Someone explain it to me. Someone please explain it to me. All right? Who wins? Who wins? So what I'm trying to say is, like, you are not defined by your job. No jobs don't define us. What a title that someone gives you don't define us. No. That's not what I'm talking about. Our jobs don't define us. They don't. But at the same time, man, you have to be doing more than your job. And if you come home after working a 9 to 5 or 12-hour shift, and all you do is put on Netflix and you binge watch, and nah, man, that's not what you're supposed to be doing. If you got people will say I ain't got time, but they'll come home and they'll watch all of. If you've got time to watch a series, you got time to go do something. You know what I mean? Go work on yourself. You know what I mean? Unless you're watching a TV and you're trying to learn how to write and maybe you know you're learning film techniques from watching some of these things. Yeah, cool. But if that's not what you're doing it for, then nope. You know what I mean? No. So yeah, guys, please like the video. Shout out to everyone that was in. It was an impromptu stream. Your boy's been out there trapping that slush, guys. I appreciate everyone. I'm not gonna be. I can't lie. I'm tired. You can tell I'm tired. But I just wanted to listen. Let me drop the link again. Look, in case somebody wants to jump on the stream, I'm gonna drop that link one more time. Cause some of y'all don't. You know what I mean? If you want to jump in, we gonna chat. If you want to chat, we gonna chat. But I don't think you want to chat. I don't think you do. I don't think you do. But do you? Come then, jump on the stream. Join the stream. I'm gonna give you guys a second if you ain't trying to join the stream, because I know it was last minute. I know some of y'all work and shit. Listen, I'm gonna let you cook up. That's what I'm gonna give you. Yeah, okay. That's what I'm gonna give you. Anyway, I said join the stream. I didn't even put the link. I'm tired. I'm tired. That's the link. Okay. Bada bang, bada boom. That's the link, guys. Join. Someone hop in the stream. If you're a woman, I know you guys already. Your hair is gonna be in some bonnets or something. You're not gonna want to jump on the stream. You guys never want to jump on the stream late night and stuff. But listen. Listen. Why do women think that I hate women? Why? Oh, not just women. Why do people think I hate women? I love women. You know I got love for you, women, man. But some of you guys just need. This is like the doctor. When you come to see the doctor and they prescribe you medicine, you might not like what they prescribed you, but it's gonna fix you. It's good for what ails you. This is like me. You might not like what I say or some of the things that might rub you slightly abrasive, but it's fine. It's okay. It's going to fix you. It's going to fix you. Let me upgrade you. Hey, let me upgrade you. Let me upgrade you. That's what I'm going to do. 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 That's what I'm going to. I don't have hate. I don't have hate. Shout out to all the women out there. You know I ain't got a date, but I got a lot of love. But it's tough love, brotherly love. And the brotherly love going when your brother gives you love. If you have a brother, if you don't have a brother, you wouldn't know. But if he did and he beat you up when you was younger, I used to beat up my little sister. Not beat her up. We used to play fight, and I love her so much. Didn't stop me from hitting her back on the banister that time. I'm sorry, babes, but she's my babes. I mean, you know. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Guys, subscribe to my channel. Guys, we're gonna be doing a video. It's gonna be called The Truth About ooh. Because a lot of you guys wanted to. Don't think that because I said the cease and desist. It wasn't over. This story keeps on going. I haven't finished. I got a few more bits to update you guys with that story, man. Guys, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. What the hell are you doing, man? Now, come on, everyone here has done that, man. I know you're. If you want to support the channel, you can hit us with a super chat at any given moment. Super sticker for all the people's watching it. Back. Listen, tomorrow we're going live again. But yeah, I need to get some sleep because I've been working extremely hard, and that's why I wanted to come out on here and say, listen, imagine this. I've been up from, I don't know, what time did I wake up today? 6 something, but then I went back to bed 8 something. But I've not stopped. Okay. So since I woke up at 8 o'clock, I have not stopped until now. All right. Okay. Tomorrow we go again. And after the whole day, after doing everything I had to do, I still came and said, you know what? I'm gonna come on live. I'll have a conversation. I'm gonna give you guys some content. All right. I'm gonna give you guys a bit of content. So you don't say I don't do nothing for y'all, because I do. I do be doing stuff for you. I do. My eyes be buzzing. So I'm saying to you. So my eyes be buzzing, man. I'm tired, man. Shout out to my guy, 6 out LBZ. China killed who? China killed who? Pow, 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 pow. I mean, I'm saying, let me not even say that before they try to take that much stream. He'll be like, he's threatening me. Oh my God, China's threatening me in his stream. Did you go and see China in his stream? You idiot. Oh my God, he's threatening me. Oh my God, he's threatening me. Let me send a cease and desist for his stream. Hey. Hey, oh my God, he's threatening me. China, no, China, no, China. No, China, no. Yes, shout out to Daniel, my guy. Salute to China, salute to Dan. He's the man. If he can't do it, no one can. Man like Dan. Hey, Daniel, how's the acting going, dog? How's the acting going, dog? How's the acting going, dog? Dan, he's the man. If he can't do it, no one can. Dan, it was last minute, impromptu, last minute. I've been out here whipping and serving. Man said, shout out to my guy 6 Elves. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. He said, if someone baited me like that, I'll never show face again. Listen, you know when it's mad because you can't try to spin a narrative. The narrative is you created the narrative already, so you've done it. Everything you've done has been documented, so you've created the narrative now. So you can't go creating a narrative and be mad at what you created. You created it. No one told you to come on a platform and say what you said. No one told you to do that. All right? No one told you to get obsessed with me, to be talking about me in your personal life. No one told you to do that. No one told you to upset people so they will give me information on you. No one told you to do that. So I'm saying, no one told you to go on platforms and carry on. So I'm saying, like, I don't care. You know I know. The fact that he knows I know what you are, bro. I know exactly what you are. And you hate the fact that I know what you are. That's why. But no cease and desist will never stop me knowing what you are and knowing everyone in that room knows. Go look back at the video. You don't have to hear what we're saying. You just have to look at the reactions. And I know. I don't give an F about no damn cease and desist. Leave me the F alone. Because I don't care about, you know what I'm saying? People, I don't care. Somebody wants to go and, I don't care if a bro wanted to jump off. I don't care, bro. Shout out, bro. Peace. It's got a short film coming out. When the short film comes out, let me know, man. I'm going to support that. 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 Celebrate that. Yeah, man. Celebrate that. Celebrate that. Guys, speak to me in the chat or jump on the stream. Because if not, I'm going to sleep. Because I'm trying to cook up for you guys, but I am tired. I am. I really am. I really am. And shout out to my boy Dan. Look, normally I know we go. Normally I know we go in. We going in, but going in with your brother Kim. I remember I used to have one teacher. He used to be like Kim. He made it, his name was Mr. Harvey. He was Harvey. Mr. Harvey. He was a PE teacher, and he used to. I think he was Scottish, innit? He used to walk around in shorts. Bro, I'm not even lying, bro. Man's wearing them hoochie daddy shorts. Not lying. He was walking around and some Asics, like Asics, like New Balance. Those days, those creps were dead. Now, not now. You can rock them, and no one's gonna dish you. So yeah, Asics and New Balance, isn't it? And like his number one thing was whenever you would do something bad, yeah, he would say to you, "You're gonna do a forfeit." And he'd be like, Ken, if you did it again, you'd be doing a forfeit. Oh my God. I just remember him, man. Shout out to him, man. Shout out to Mr. Harvey. That's the thing. When you have good teachers, they impact you for the rest of your life. You think, they do have impact. Shout out to Mr. Harvey. Who else had a good impact on me? Miss Lucas. Big up Miss Lucas, man. She was ahead of you. And I remember one thing that she said to me. I remember something that she said to me, and it's never. I've heard it from other places in the times to come, but I remember she said it, and this is what they say: sayings last for a long time. She said to me, "Short-term loss for long-term gain." I remember we was doing our sats, and it felt like those days, everyone was out. I was quite fortunate. These kids nowadays, it's kind of shit. When we went to school, there was loads of street. There was always like house parties during the week. It was different. Like people used to have house parties all the time, and we'd go around. They'll have the decks around there. We'd be doing MCing and that. And it was like, man, bro. You know what? When I think about it, it was a different time. But everything felt like you had to be there. It was so important, especially at school. It felt like the whole world was gonna just, if you wasn't there. But when you think about it, you don't ever miss it. You never really miss anything. You do realize that. Like, you never truly miss anything. You never, like, you can't miss what's not meant for you, will take it away. So you can't, any opportunity that's not meant for you, it's not an opportunity that was meant for you, So you can't. That's what I believe. Those are my philosophy. That's what I believe. That's what I believe. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yeah, shout out to Winston. That was a great chat, man. That definitely was a great chat, bro. You're definitely doing all your stuff. Keep pushing on. But what can I say, man? Don't talk about that net worth because I'm going all the way to 1 million, my guy. If it's not 1 million, I don't want to know, my guy. We're trying to take it all the way to the top, my guy. But shout you out, man. If it ain't 1 million, I ain't trying to know. You know what I mean? If it ain't 1 million, I ain't trying to know. So yeah, shout out to everyone, man. I think I'm gonna pull in. I don't know who I'm gonna get on a live tomorrow night. Yeah, I don't know who I'm gonna, but I'm gonna pull in someone in. We're gonna pull in someone in. We'll probably go a little bit. We'll probably go in a little bit later. Once I get it in and I speak to once I get in and I sort a few of the things that I needed to go and do. But it's been good, it's very hot outside. The ice slushy's been flying out, so we'll be slanging that. We'll be slanging them bottles, man. Getting the shops restocked, getting things moving. I mean, this is what I say to you. They'll be saying to you, what do you do? Don't ask me what I do. I said, listen, a woman is going to ask me, what do you do, Chai? I'm going to tell her I do what it takes. She's like, oh, you do what? Yes, I do what it takes. What do you mean? Yeah, girl, I do what it takes. It means today I'm doing something, tomorrow I'm doing something else. And the day I might be doing something else, but guess what? I'm always going to get it done. I'm always going to get it done, Habibi. I'm always going to get it done. What do you know about me? What do you know about me, shorty? What do you know about me? Shut hey, I'm always gonna get it done. You don't know about me. What you know about Chai Chai? You know what I mean? I'm always gonna get it done. That's one thing. I keep a strong work ethic. Man, we need to keep a strong work ethic. Listen, if you're able-bodied, you're healthy, you're sane of mind, there's no reason you shouldn't be putting 60 hours of paid work. My man said 40 hours or 20 hours put into your own. Yes, of course, but make that is still paid work because it's investment for future return. For future return, you know what I mean? For future return. So, you know what I mean? We're gonna get me. So I'm saying, that's it. That's what I'm telling you, man. Them. So, shout out to everyone in the chat, guys. Make sure you like the video. Like the video, it's free. It doesn't cost you anything. You hit that button, you like that video. Do you know why? Because YouTube likes that. And they say when you like the video, it means that you like the video and they push it further on the algorithm. So like the video. Yes, turn notification bell so you know when we drop and upload. Because we're going to be dropping an upload tomorrow. We going to be dropping an upload tomorrow. We gonna be dropping an upload tomorrow. My name is China, the Manden's voice. Like I said, if you want to support the channel, it's quite easy. Hit the $sign. I want to be like, hit the cash app. I do have a cash app. I need to start putting the cash app aside and say, hit the cash app. I like it when they say that, hit the cash app. I need to say that, hit the cash app. Some of you guys will be asking about my artwork. I know some of you guys love my artwork. I know. Some of you guys do like it. You do. We've done that one. That's get me, my stripper. What happens? Gonna be like, why have you got OF girl artwork in your house? You're obsessed. You just obsessed with OF girls, aren't you? I'm like, man, not really. It's art, innit? What's wrong with you? It says beautiful. Listen, got my trap queen behind me there. See, it says it, trap queen. Huh. I'm out with my baby. I'll be in the kitchen with a pie with my baby. I be in my house making podcasts with my baby, making streams with my baby. You see what I'm saying? Okay, that's what I be doing. What you be doing? I don't know what you be doing, but that's what I be doing. Yeah. So I'm saying to you, I mean, you are. So I'm saying this is what's going on. Right, guys, my name is Shannon, the man that's voice. Like the video, like the video. I could be doing this all night. I could. Ask me something. Someone asked me something in the chat. Listen, if you don't ask me something, I'm going. That means you don't want me to stream no more. I'm literally asking someone to ask me something, because if not, I see some of you guys. You're just being real quiet in the chat. You need to tap, tap, tap. Ask me something. If not, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna give you guys a second to ask me something, because this is what happens. I was about to go before that. I see some people chatting and jumped in. So if you don't ask me nothing, you don't want me to be around. But shout out to everyone that pulled in. I know it was last minute. I didn't let you guys know what was going on. Big up to Winston for coming through. Shout out to everyone in the chat that has been quite vocal. I appreciate you guys, man, always interacting. I hope I'm able to answer questions. F the ops, man. They be watching this. Listen, they're gonna be studying this stream. Yeah, my stalkers are gonna be on the stream. They be watching all my streams every day. My stalkers be watching my streams, man. What would you suggest for a 22-year-old G? How much would you say they have to make? How much would I say they have to make for what? To do what? If you're 22 years old, you're a young man, don't feel no pressure. Get onto the ladder, work, get yourself into an industry, into a career, and build yourself up. That's it. You're young enough to make multiple mistakes. You're young enough to, when I say mistakes, don't go to jail or nothing. But I mean, you could go to jail and still be successful, but just don't go to jail. But I'm saying you could try different careers, different things. It doesn't matter. You know, at any given point, you can change your life. You just got to get up and go. That's it. And you have the energy to do it. But you should have your head down. The 22-year-old boy, you should be doing 60. Yes, you should be definitely working 60 hours a week. Stay at home if you can. If you're in a scenario where you can stay at home and you're you know, yes, don't leave the home. Contribute to your mother's home, you know, or to your parents' home, wherever you can. Contribute to their home, but yeah, don't move out and make it harder for yourself. Nah, man, and get yourself sorted. You know, save as much money as you can. Put a deposit on the home, so you never have to pay rent. And then you know, go and put it down and then move out. Ideally, build with a woman. If a woman doesn't see you, then I get it. It's fine. Don't try to time. You're gonna get there. Unless you plan on dying, then time's gonna pass anyway. So it's gonna come. You just can't have everything at one time. And if you try to have everything too fast, you're gonna end up losing it. So that's my advice to a younger man. You know, you got time, man. Don't stress it, man. And you're not in competition with or definitely not in competition with older men. That's how it is. The game. When you be an older man one time, and then you will have leverage on younger men too. It's how we all got to do it. It's just your turn now, all right? But you have youth on your side, so don't be that pissed off that we get the girls. So I'm saying you've got time to figure it out, and that's the advice I give to younger men. You know, I hope that helps, my guy. I hope that was a solid, because that's generally what I would say. I would just say, yo, don't stress yourself. Put your head down. Get it cracking. You know, if you can find a girl that's going to believe in you, build with her. If you can't, then F that. Get outside, B. So I'm saying, go and put your head down. Yeah, man, you'll be all right. You'll be more than all right, man. You'll be great, man. So I'm saying. Yeah. So I'm saying to you, you know, go to the gym, stay healthy. You need to be healthy of mind. You know. No, yeah, 100%. He says, yeah, appreciate that, bro. Just feeling the pressure because I'm seeing bare mans my age flying out, this and that. Yeah. FOMO, man, the fear of missing out and seeing. Yeah, I get it, bro. But a lot of people that are flying out now, they're not going to be flying out in years to come. So that's it, man. So don't feel like that. Just put your head down. You can, if you want to, you can still go away, but save your money, man, and then go. But don't feel like especially when you're a lot younger, it feels like you need to be doing these things now. But I'm telling you, you don't, man. So I'm saying I'm a big man, and these events never end. You can go to them at any given time and pop bottles and do all these things, but these girls in there, they don't care about you, bro. Like they just want you popping them bottles and spending that money and shit. But I get it, it's hard to say when everyone else is doing it not to worry. But I'm just saying that it's just, you know, it's just part of the game, innit? You have to witness other people enjoying living life, and you gotta go home and contemplate it. I wish that was me, we all gotta go through it at some point. But this is what separates the men from the boys. This is what's gonna create you. You know what I mean? And make you develop a real. When they didn't see you and they didn't care about you, remember how that made you feel. Now, you know, so it's time to do something to make them see you. And when they see you, you know, remember how it felt when they didn't see you. You know, and it'll keep you slightly humble and let you gauge it. That's what I'm saying. So I hope that's of some help to you, my guy. But don't stress yourself, man. Like, definitely don't stress yourself, and don't put yourself, you know. I mean, don't stress yourself and make yourself feel as if that people are ahead of you. Nah, everyone's where we just need to be, man. Do you get me? We're all where we just need to be right now, okay? Everyone is just where everybody needs to be, okay? That's it. We're all where we need to be, all right? All right? That's all I can say. Everybody is where everybody needs to be. All right, cool. All right, guys. I'm gonna chop it up there, man. I do believe I asked if anybody wanted to ask a question. My guy came through with a question. I answered. He said, solid advice, my bro. Keep doing what you're doing and don't let bitch niggas get you way up like. Nah, man, don't worry. These bitch ass niggas, man. Fuck y'all, man. Oh, you bitch ass nigga, man. You's a bitch ass nigga, man. You know you fucked up, right? You know you fucked up, right? Hey, son. You know you fucked up, son. You know you fucked up, son. You know you's a bitch, right? You know you fucked up, right? You can clearly tell I'll give two. Hey, listen. It's mad because man are really watching all of my videos to go through them to discover if I'm like that. That in itself gives me so much entertainment that he's going to be in this video just watching the video, looking for opportunities to be like da, 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 da. That is sad, blood. Get me? I don't swing that way. Why are you so obsessed with me? Boy, I wanna know. Lying to the feds of me. Hey, why are you so obsessed with me? No, seriously. Boy, I wanna know. Lying to the feds of me. But I got receipts. So I'm saying? But yeah. Yeah, thank you, bro. I appreciate it, man. We need to have a bit of banter with this, innit? We need to have a bit of fun. What is life without a bit of bounce and fun, eh? What is life without that? And I got a lot of bounce and fun. So men, don't be lazy. Get out, get off the curb. So I'm saying to you, you know what I mean? Go get yourself a side hustle. You know what I mean? Go learn something. You know what I mean? Go get some education. Go do something. You just can't be there just wasting away. Because how women, no, man, nah, bro, she can't, nah. And some of you, man, want sweet ones and you don't want to provide nothing. Nothing. You don't want to provide nothing. I'm not saying you got it. It's not saying that every time money, but goddamn, my nigga, you got to provide something. Something. Warm to you. Yeah. My name is China, the Manda's Voice. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn notification bells, never miss an upload, and we are out.